Howdy, and welcome to a wonderfully nice day of Life with Chris the Retro here in Brookfield, Wisconsin. I'm joined by my stepson today.
Hello.
We are heading towards Pewaukee Lake because it is a gorgeous day and we're going to vlog up there for a bit. I don't feel like sitting in the house all day, and my stepson's been asking me to hang out with him. I said, you're going to hang out with me for a bit. We're working outside. It's going to be almost 70 degrees today. So, in the comments, tell me what you do down below on your nice days off when it's like this. Or if you don't work, what do you do on your nice days? You stay inside, you go out and do yard work. If you're a vlogger, do you go out and vlog like I do? It is a gorgeous day out today. So you get to see the construction on Capitol Drive.
The time of year.
Yep. Wisconsin's got 3 seasons. Winter, spring, and construction.
Actually, it has autumn too. It's autumn, spring. It's autumn, spring, then construction.
It's more or less winter and construction. There's no spring or summer.
Pretty much.
Especially if you live in Racine. It's even worse. A lot of businesses down Capitol Drive. If you haven't been to this neck of the woods, there's some great restaurants out here too. Or there's my grandma's favorite, which is Maxim. My mom's favorite, which is what we just passed. There's a really good breakfast sandwich. A couple of banks, a lot of trendy tourist businesses, a Stein's Garden Center, and of course, construction.
Classic construction.
Yep, a staple here in the Wisconsin spring and summer.
Like I said, we don't have spring or summer.
We have construction season.
Pretty much.
Sometimes they're tearing up roads that didn't need to be torn up. Capitol is not one of those roads this time around. It does need some work done.
I love how they did it in Racine constantly.
Oh, yeah.
4 roads that didn't need to be done. They just did it yesterday or last year. Oh, let's tear it up again and just make it better. You guys did it last year. Makes no sense. Do the roads that need it.
Remember when you were still in school, in high school, you had normally the school bus would pick him up outside the house. Because Joe fought for that. His mom fought to make sure that pick him up outside the house.
Mm-hmm.
Or one time a couple of times that they couldn't because of construction. He had to walk all the way down to the end of the street, and that's where they were picking up kids.
Yeah, because Grand was tore up.
We drive, when we go to Racine once in a while, we drive past our old house there, and it don't look good. It's no longer white, it's green.
Looks hideous.
Green. Baby puke green. Oh, look. A pick a slave.
My mom calls it pick your nose.
I call it pick a slave.
Why?
Because working is not always the best. Or if you're Cyrus, it's called pick the way to get fired. Because trust me, Cyrus is an ex-friend of ours that really is more trouble than he's worth.
Other than that, he's not that bad. He's just basically what he said. He's not bad, he's just not great.
He's more trouble than he's worth. He had a job at a pick and save in Racine, and then he got fired because they claimed he pulled the fire alarm. But he claimed he didn't, but I still say he did because he seems like the person to do that. Doesn't like his job. Instead of doing the normal thing of putting in 2 weeks notice and then working 2 weeks and saying adios, he just decided to do the extreme way and get himself fired. The problem is he can't collect unemployment now because Pick and Save will fight it and win. Been to that funeral home many times. Twice actually. Once for my grandpa. At the intersection of Capitol and Brookfield Road. Now theoretically you could go down Brookfield Road and then end up on Lisbon somewhere, and then take Lisbon all the way to Lily, and take Lily to Glendale, and then Glendale to home. My dad has done that many a time. You saw in an earlier vlog, the car, the Dragonmobile has a fresh oil change. Non-working radio, but it went out. It completely died. The Bluetooth works for some odd reason, but the actual radio,
that's weird.
It doesn't work. And people said, oh, it's this or that, and Jill's been looking it up. Jill, my wife, has been looking it up, and she says it's a fuse because that's what it's Google's telling her. I don't know.
Could be a fuse.
No, I think what we're going to do is we're going to save up some money and get a new radio put in. We've been planning on doing this since we got the car.
Because it likes to eat CDs.
Yeah, it's notorious for eating CDs, and now it really doesn't want to work, period. You don't need anything fancy. I just want Bluetooth capability, maybe a CD player, and that's it. You don't need touchscreen. I don't even think we can get a touchscreen radio in here anyway. It would be nice, but they're expensive.
I can.
Well,
I doubt it will fit though.
That, and plus, I don't think this car has got the qualifications to do that. you have to have, I think you have to have a certain setup for you to get that. And if you don't have that certain setup, you really can't get a touchscreen radio put in. We're going to put something to the test today too.
What?
We're going to put my new gimbal to the test.
Huh.
I've only used it in the house a couple times, but this time we're going to use it outside. Now, of those of you who lived in Pewaukee for a long time know that the lakefront has changed a lot. It's now a lot of trendy little touristy type stores, but the lakefront's still there. I doubt there's going to be people out there today, and there might be, but who knows. But you get to see what the lake looks like and when it's nice out. In the summertime, that lake is literally packed.
Because
It's hot and people are fishing and people are
Probably.
swimming. It's even more packed when they do the water ski show out there over here. Really? Little Mr. Impatient there. There's something big's going on with that church
yeah, it's a lot of cars there.
for a Monday afternoon, so who knows what's going on. Dude, I'm going the speed limit here and people are still wanting to play our Impatience. So last time I was at the lakefront, my dad was still alive, and we had gone there to take some pictures. I had gone there to take pictures. He just decided to stay in the car. Because at that time, he wasn't really in the best of health, so he wanted to just walk, stay in the car, take pictures from the car, that sort of thing. It's been pretty much 2 years since my dad passed away. Well, maybe one of these days you'll get to see my morning routine. I've been wanting to do that. Also, we're going to be I've been wanting to do a Q&A for the vlog channel, so if you got any questions, put them down in the comments. I'll plan a Q&A and ask me anything episode. And
Even if you have any questions for me too, I'll answer them in
Yep.
a vlog.
questions for any of us, including my wife, why she never shows up on camera half the time.
She's not really a camera person. Neither am I just don't mind it.
We're entering close to Pewaukee now. The intersection of, I think this is Springdale and Capitol.
Yeah, there's no signs.
But I think it's in Springdale because I know you can take this to the vet. We're out of actual Brookfield now and we are in Pewaukee. And it seems I'm hitting every red light today. There's a McDonald's I used to work at, and I worked with one guy who I transferred from that McDonald's to a McDonald's close to the house I was living at, me and my parents were living at the time. And right after I had transferred to that one of the people I worked with at the McDonald's on Capitol got fired. And there's a Menards right behind it. And the story goes that the guy that got fired went to take out the trash, got the keys from the manager, used the keys to open up the trash, the area where all the dumpsters are, and then proceeded to walk on over to Menards and get the drawer key copied. So he gives the original keys back to the manager and uses his copy of the drawer key to slowly rob from the drawer.
Good lord. Was he ever caught?
Yeah, he was.
At least that's good.
Because people that stupid don't realize that there's cameras above your head. And when I worked at McDonald's close to where I lived at the time, I had gotten to work, the manager looked at me and says, "We're overstaffed, want to go home?" I go, "Yeah, sure." And then he goes, "Take this person home too." Found out this person didn't realize the same thing. What she would do, their registers there were pretty old that you could actually lift them up. What she would go to customer order and say their order was like $10-15, and then they say the customer gave her a 20. So she would take the 20, she would give the customer a change, but then instead of putting the 20 in the drawer, she'd go hide the 20 under the register, wait till she thought no one was looking, and then pocket the 20.
Good lord. Well, I swear.
Again, like I said, she didn't realize there were cameras above her watching her every move.
There you go.
We are in Pewaukee now. This has changed a lot since I lived here, and it's still changing, I guess. They got everywhere. A lot of what used to be houses now turned into offices, being what used to be a camera shop, comic shop when I was a kid. So, as I said, we're going to be taking a trip to the lakefront. You may proceed, thank you. So we're going to take a different route there than I know of. This is an area that I grew up in. They got a book sale going at the library. The library wasn't there when I grew up here. I graduated from Pewaukee High School, but I did not actually live in Pewaukee High School only for like years. My parents lived here years after that. I went to college for a year and a half in Iowa, then ran out of funding to pay for it all, so I ended up having to leave after a half a year. A lot of the houses out here have changed.
They look nice. Houses.
A lot of ritzy people live out here mainly, especially when we get to the lakefront. That's a great place to eat. 5 o'clock club, we got some good food. And as I said, we're going to be hitting the lakefront. But we're going to be taking a slight detour, and then I'm going to come back because we're slightly past where I want to head. But we're going to go down this way. Then we're going to turn around, go the opposite direction, go down that road, and get that way because it's easier. But I thought I'd take you down where I used to live real quick. I probably did it in an earlier vlog, but we're going to do it again.
You guys didn't see it.
This is the area I grew up in. Or not grew up, but this is the area I spent 2 years of my high school life in. Which is technically on the lake, but it's not where we're headed. Liquor store coming up, I'm surprised it's still here. Waterfront's still here. It's a neat little bar. A lot of people out doing yard work.
Yeah, we gotta get gas for our yard equipment. Our yard.
That's coming up soon. There might be a vlog on all that nonsense.
We also need oil for the weed whacker.
Yep. And I probably should check, make sure the chainsaw works in case we need that. But I don't think we're going to.
Probably not. There's no big branches we need to cut. There's like little twigs.
I'm surprised with all the storms we had last week.
Just like little twigs.
Someone's doing some landscaping. Wow. I wanted to see how bad this was or how high this was with all the rain we had last week, and damn, it is pretty high.
It'll evaporate.
I remember when
it flooded?
When it flooded really bad, you couldn't even get across that bridge we just crossed. The old line was, when I lived here, if you saw ducks floating in the yard, chances are it was probably flooded somewhere. So this is Peninsula Drive. This is where I lived back in the day. We're coming up to the house. I wonder how badly it actually flooded. Oh, it's the only house that doesn't look new. And that side there is the house I live at. It used to be my grandparents' house till they moved to the house we currently live in. Then when my grandpa had passed away, my mom and my aunt had inherited the house, and my mom had moved in on the other side of Peninsula Drive. And so my parents had moved in there. That was after I had moved to Madison. They did that. Well after I moved to Madison. I passed Mr. Mailman here. Looks like it's going to rain, but I don't think it is. But then again, last time I said it was nice out and we had the storms for a week. Might just be cloudy. Hopefully it's not going to rain because we're trying to dry out the basement from last week.
No, it's not going to rain. It's like 10% chance.
We're good.
The highest we go is a 10% chance. So
then we won't have to worry about
It's actually a 15% chance, actually. The lowest is a 15, and it goes down from there. So probably won't.
Before we head to Lakefront, I'm going to show you a little bit of a landmark. It's not so much a landmark, but it isn't. Because many years ago, there were two brothers that decided to kidnap a woman in her van. And then they crashed into a tree. I don't know if they got the burlap around it, but they crashed into a tree somewhere around here by this park. And
yeah, we probably can't really talk about it as much on YouTube.
We can. But,
can't discuss what happened, no.
Well, we can. It's done well in the past.
True.
And what happened was they crashed into the tree, and of course they got caught. They got maybe 10 minutes from the woman's house and everything. But you don't have it used to be burlap. But days after that, people started taking the bark from the tree they crashed into as some strange souvenir.
That's weird.
To stop it, people from doing that, they wrapped burlap around it to keep people from taking the bark from it. I don't know why, but they did. So we're leaving this road, and we're going to go straight instead of turn where we came from, because I know a real easy way to get to the lakefront. That path is straight down this road, past the stuff we just passed on the way the opposite direction, to past Waukesha County Technical College, Pewaukee campus, lakefront. You guys have already seen down this road, so why do I want to show it again? I wanted to go out in between storms to see all the storm damage, but I really didn't want to go out and get stuck in the storms again.
What happened? What?
I wanted to go out and see storm damage, but I didn't see that tree don't look healthy.
No. Well, it's supposed to be like that. I don't know. Some trees actually bend.
True, but not that far somehow.
It looks healthy. It's not. Looks like it's sick.
Nope.
You can actually tell if a tree is sick. Its bark is very worn looking. It looked pretty healthy. Just had a very bad bend.
So now we are down this road. I forgot the name of it. Let's see what the sign says. This is College Avenue.
There's a College Avenue everywhere.
Mainly it's called College Avenue because at the end of this road is Waukesha County Technical College Pewaukee campus.
There's a College Avenue in Racine.
You know, if I were vlogging in Madison, I'd actually take you down what I call college, hospital, and college towns.
Heck, isn't that like one-way confusing maze?
No, it's more. The hospital and college town is an entire stretch of road in Madison where one end of it's all hospitals and the other end of it is via Madison. This is why I call it hospital and college town. People always question me, why do you call it that? Because it is. One half of it's hospital, the other half of it's college. I tried going to college here once too. I didn't really do that well.
What'd you go to college? What did you go into college for here?
I forgot. It's been so long ago.
I want to go into college for music production. There's a that'll be a challenge. I already know a lot through trial and error.
You're gonna have, if you do that, it's gonna be a lot of challenging. You're gonna take a lot of classes. Music production isn't just using BandLab and creating music. It's a lot of work.
I know some stuff I just need to learn how to use a compressor properly. Instead of just learning by failure.
So you'll get to see this route, or this end of the street. I would have said bring our cameras, but they're buried somewhere in the other room, and I really don't feel like digging them out. So you see, my stepson wanted me to hang out with him today. And I thought, I went out, peeked my head out the door, and I said, it's gorgeous out. I really don't want to stay in the house all the time. So I looked at him and I said, change of plans. You're going to hang out with me today.
And I said, as long as we can go back and play some video games.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good deal. We go on vlog and play some video games.
It's early enough. It's only going at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Nice car. Good car. Watch out for Mr. Squirrel. I want to hurt him.
Yes, we were just here, but I decided to stick around a bit, if you really want to put it that way.
I was about to say, are we just here?
Yes, we were. Then we're heading towards the lakefront. And every year they have the river run. I have no idea what that is. I'm assuming it's like a canoe or boat regatta type deal, but
Sounds weird.
people out taking their kids for a walk. And we are now heading to lakefront. So from here, we're going to park it. No one's swimming at the lakefront yet, and it's not quite summer yet. But people fish. I'm going to find a parking spot, and we're going to come out by the lake. It's a nice day out. It's going to find a parking spot. This has all changed. This used to be nothing but fields and one shop years ago when I was a kid. We'll park here. So I'll see you in the next shot. So here we are, Pewaukee. Windy out today, so maybe that's why it looks gloomy out. It's windy out today, so that's why it kind of gloomy out.
That makes sense.
Yep. Move out of the way. Get on the sidewalk. People are trying to get out. I get a good view of everything. Yep.
Don't jaywalk.
So, as I said, we're at Pewaukee Lake. It's a little chilly out by the lake. We're not going to be here that long, but it is pretty high today. No, otherwise we wouldn't be going out. What? Alright, remembrance of beloved son and brother of fentanyl poisoning. I have no idea what this is.
It's a dock.
No, it wouldn't be a dock.
I don't know.
The docks are over that way. Look at that. Water rescue life ring. This is the beach, and it's cold out. We're not going to be here that long. We're probably going to be back in the car in a bit. Nice out, but now that we're by the lake and it's gloomy out, it's got chilly. So,
Because you're near the lake, that's why.
so we're going to head back to the car.
Is that...
There's no swimming beyond this point. No fishing, whatnot. They'll give you
Fishing within swimming area.
Yep. No
It
swimming
says,
beyond.
it says no swimming beyond this point, but it says no fishing within the swimming area. That makes no sense.
This is all the swimming area. This is all the swimming area when the beach is.
In here?
That's the dock area for boats. And then there's no fishing beyond that point, but people don't care. Yeah. So let's head back to the car. Head back to the house.
I can see why I say no fishing.
Yep.
But what's confusing about the sign, it says no swimming beyond this point, and it says no fishing in the swimming area, which kind of contradicts itself.
No, no. If you're in the swimming area, you can't fish.
But if you're in the swimming area, you can't swim.
That's true.
So the sign doesn't make sense.
What do you think of the sign? Let me know in the comments. Do you
Sounds
think
weird. It says no swimming beyond this point. Right below it says no fishing in swimming area. So is it can you swim or what? It makes no sense.
Yep. We're headed back to the car. Maybe we should put a coat on, but I wasn't planning on staying out here long anyway.
Looks like another memory.
See what we got. Looks like a memory to someone's daughter.
Makes sense. Come out here and do stupid things.
Yep.
Things we can't say on YouTube.
All right. Heading back to the car. And So I hope you enjoyed this trip to Pewaukee Lake, and we're going to be heading home soon because it's cold. And I did promise my stepson that I'd hang out with him today.
It's a little chilly.
Yes, it is. So we're getting to the car. I'm going to go see you in the next shot. So we're back in the car. We're about to head home.
You can always add to this. But say you don't have your keys, Paul. When you get started with your finger, it needs the key actually because it won't start without the key because it has an engine immobilizer.
My finger.
You're about to say you can just go forward.
All right, let's head on home. Good to see Pewaukee Lake. Going the opposite direction. When it gets warmer and stays warmer, we might come back out here, but don't know because the beach can get pretty busy.
Look at Lake Michigan or North Beach in Racine. During the summer, it's freaking packed.
And if you don't like to do that, you could always go swim in the Corey for some odd reason.
Yeah, I think I did it one time.
Yeah,
and I got an ear infection because of it.
That's going to rain. Look at that.
It was only a 10% chance.
You know what they say about the weather in Wisconsin? It's bipolar. It doesn't change. It changes whatever it feels like. You already saw down this street once, so you're gonna see me now and my reaction to rain. So it's a good thing we're heading home because hopefully it doesn't storm, but it looks like it's going to.
There's only 10% chance.
What
or 15% actually.
What do you call what's sitting on my windshield then? God spitting?
Maybe. God decided he wanted to spit out your windshield.
On a constriction. I mean,
what the hell is a constriction?
What happens when they do construction? So we stay on this street. It'll take us straight to Capitol. We're going to Capitol Home. Oh, look, a Quick Trip.
They're everywhere. It's only in Wisconsin you'll find a Quick Trip across the street from another Quick Trip.
Or a Quick Trip restaurant.
That too.
I forgot where it is, but maybe I'll find it and go there for a vlog. They actually have a restaurant that serves nothing more than Quick Trip food. And trust me, it's actually not that bad if you've ever been to one. Now, I'm Trip with a K. You go out towards Texas, out that direction, you find Quick Trip. But they're Quick Trips with a Q.
Hey, that is weird.
And there's a Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
Quick Trip, multiply it by 100, you got a Buc-ee's. I'm not impressed.
It doesn't sound very impressing.
No, it's not very impressive.
It's probably just like a
gas station. It has its own merch. They're huge. Don't get me wrong. Buc-ee's are giant, but that speaks to their kind of. Just because your place is big doesn't mean it's good. Here comes the rain.
Stupid bipolar ass weather.
As you can see, well, I don't know if you can see it on my windshield now, but it was raining. Actually, furniture store used to be a Pick and Save. AutoZone over there used to be a Hollywood Video, which was a video rental place back in the 90s and early 2000s. I know because I used to work at that place. That was kind of a fun job. And again, it looks like I'm hitting every red light in town. Also, back in
my day.
Yeah, when I was a wee young Professor Retro, when we first moved to Pewaukee from St. Francis, we needed the extra cash for a bit, so my dad took out a Sunday paper route. Now this wasn't like your normal newspaper, like a journal or Milwaukee Journal or like that. This was a junk paper. It's more coupons and stories about a local business just to get the people to go to the local business.
Oh yeah, I heard thing for a while.
Yeah,
they still are.
My dad delivered them, and I had to help him. And so you try going out on a Saturday morning when cartoons are starting to play, or Sunday morning when cartoons are starting to play, and back when Nickelodeon was good.
It's okay now. It's just some of the shows on there are stupid. SpongeBob to be included. Seriously, that show needs to end.
Yeah, it does.
I will admit it was good in the beginning, but now it just became stupid as hell.
Well, it doesn't have its creator actually running the helm anymore.
No, it doesn't.
So again, what about the 10 to 15% chance of rain? Hopefully it's not storms tonight, because they really don't need any more flooding in the basement. I'm just now getting that actually dried out.
I don't think it's going to be a storm. I think it's just like a little drizzle.
I forgot to do something on Monday.
What?
I forgot to take out the trash.
I asked you, are you going to take out the trash? Yeah, I'll do it. Typical Paul.
I forgot.
Typical Paul.
Oh, shush.
Take it out next Monday.
Yep. When did you were you around during those storms? Let me know in the comments down below if you had those storms last week. They were bad. I was lightning everywhere. I caught some lightning on camera.
And that's a tricky thing to do.
Well, actually, not during those storms. It was lightning at least every 5 to 10 seconds.
Yeah, but normally catching lightning is not very easy on camera.
Yeah, where they say it's called catch lightning in a bottle. You have a better chance in the summer catching a firefly. Those are neat little bugs.
Yeah, with glowing light. I know there's another term for them. I just don't know what they're actually called.
I've known them as fireflies.
But I'm knowing them as. I know there's another word for it.
I was surprised the storms last week didn't take out the electricity, but they took out the internet for some weird reason.
And, well, actually, it did take out part of our, took out one room. It blew the fuse.
Yeah, it did. You could see how bad it is. That's all supposed to be field over there.
Yeah, we went out internet for like 2 days, day and a half. Before Spectrum finally fixed it.
Yep. The constricting where you can go as we continue our trip home from the Pewaukee Lake.
Come on, people, it's green.
Oh, yeah.
It's red.
Like I said, I've been hitting every red light in town.
Well, these people were not going because one was green.
You go down that road, you have on the way to get to the hospital. And a neat little store called Sandex. Expensive, but neat. Yay, we can go. We go on down the road of construction, down Capitol.
I do agree, the Capitol does need it.
It does. Hey, at least I'm not old enough to say, back in my day, this was all sweet fields.
But what's what?
Back in my day, this was all fields. There was nothing here. There was stuff here when I grew up, just not a lot. Well, looks like it stopped raining.
Yeah, Wisconsin, where it doesn't know how to make up its mind. I swear the weather here is by.
I'd take the shortcut, but too much traffic and too much construction to get there.
Bridge has back up.
That's not the bridge that...
Yeah, it is. Right above us.
Yeah, but that's not the bridge in Pilgrim that's under construction.
Which one is?
It's further down that way.
I remember when they were working on that bridge.
Yeah, I know. Restaurant coming up on that side is a really good breakfast sandwich. Well, unfortunately, they're only open for breakfast and lunch. After that, they're closed. So if you want to eat there, you go down this way, breakfast and lunch only.
It just sounds stupid.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like to eat. It looks like something happened up the road. Back at the intersection of Capitol and Lily. Favorite gas station out here is that one because it's closest. We could go to that one, but that one's hard to get to. We're turning on to Lily on our way home. Now, there's certain times of the day where it's best to go down, take Capitol to Lisbon because Lisbon's not that busy. Right now, it's not that busy here in Lily. Otherwise, if you come here like 4 in the afternoon, it's busy as hell. Or rain.
15% my ass.
Yeah.
I just like maybe.
You only hope, right? Turning on to Glendale on our way home. This is not storming.
Come on on vacation.
And we are home. Again, thanks for watching this episode of Life with Professor Retro. I'd like to thank my stepson for joining me on this vlog. Hope you enjoyed this trip to Pewaukee Lake and back. Again, let me know where you're from down in the comments below. I'll give you a shout out. Then, I'm Professor Retro signing off saying the road is where the stories are. Do good in the world. Peace out. Stay frosty. And I'll see you on the next one.